The weather is finally beautiful, like all the time. It's a solid 70 degrees today. No snow means I can finally get onto working on the Civic. And I ordered a bunch of parts. So while we wait for those parts, I thought, why not move the B20 from my front yard to my backyard? Because it was there a little too long. And when I was moving it, I kind of noticed something. It's disgusting. What is going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So today we have a mission, and that is just to make the B20 look a little bit cleaner for when we actually throw it in the Civic. And I'm aiming to have this engine in the car within the next 2 weeks. So I have mounts ordered, I had the rest of my brake stuff ordered, and we're just trying to send it at this point because the weather is beautiful, everything is supposed to be lining up good. So I want a clean engine because I was moving it and my hands were covered in grease yesterday, so I don't want that. I couldn't find the valve cover paint that I wanted, unfortunately, to match what we're trying to go with. So our vibes might be a little bit off, but I picked up an alternative. So to degrease all the sides, we do have this magic stuff called Purple Power, and this stuff is literally the best. So all you do is just spray it on, scuff it up a little bit with a wire brush, and spray it off, and it's supposed to be clean. It's crazy that even that little bit of time cleaned it up that much. Does it look amazing? No. Does it look better? Hell yeah. So I'm probably just gonna do another little pass of that and try not to squirt as much because I got the clutch a little bit wet, and that probably shouldn't be wet. Even though I'm probably changing that out anyways, still don't want to get that wet. But I'm gonna scuff it up a little bit more when I do it the next round, and hopefully it'll look even better than this. If you're like me, you hate cleaning, and I hate cleaning things, especially like grease and stuff. So I'm not gonna make this perfect. I am going to make it a little bit better because I can do better, but this is already looking so much better. Purple Power is the way to go. Is it perfect? No, but it's so much better, and I can actually like read what this says. That before was just covered in grease, and it's readable now. So now we just gotta hit up the other side of the block and then pretty much call it on degreasing the block because it was greasy, but it wasn't like super bad. So I'm a lot happier with this turnout than it was before, because before it was kind of gross. So this is making me a lot happier. So we'll just turn this around, get the other side, and then we're gonna do the valve cover. So we just hit the other side real quick and got some of that nice metal showing. So that already looks a million times better too. So now what you guys are probably most excited for is doing the valve cover, because with a valve cover, you open the engine bay and that's like the first thing you see is the valve cover. Now, originally what I wanted to do was I wanted to do a wrinkle purple, but the only problem is I couldn't find wrinkle purple. I couldn't even find wrinkle red. So we're gonna kind of keep it basic and do a wrinkle black, because I wanted the wrinkle because I think wrinkles are cool. So we're just gonna take the valve cover off, which is only a few bolts. We already took out the plugs, or the plug wires. So we'll mask it off and then we're gonna get to it. Now, I really don't know a lot about valves and valve covers, but I know that these look clean in here. From videos that I've seen, this is kind of what you want everything to look like, and everything is looking nice. I'm not seeing any notching on the cams or anything, and everything just looks clean in there, and that makes me really happy. So step one to doing the valve cover is probably the most fun part, and it's sanding it. So we're gonna start sanding this thing. I'm just trying to tape off the holes, and I can't tell if I bought really shitty tape or a really shitty knife. It's not working out. So with this kind of paint, you're gonna want to do it like, I think on the can it says do it 3 times, but I'm probably gonna end up doing it like 4, hitting with a heat gun just so it wrinkles really nicely, and then just letting it sit for a long time. And before you hate or start hating on having open valves, I did cover the valves with the trash bag so nothing can get in there, and I do cover it with a tarp so nothing can possibly get in there, no water, no nothing. So we're just gonna wait for this like 5-10 minutes, hit it with a second coat, hit it with a third coat, hit it with the freaking fourth coat, and then we should be good to just let it chill and let it do its wrinkly thing. I'm starting to think I didn't do enough research on wrinkle paint because it's not wrinkling as much as I thought it was going to. So if you guys noticed when I was sanding it, in the middle where the spark plugs go, I kind of left that a little bit like gunky still because I didn't feel like getting all the way in there, and I thought I got it good enough. I was like, oh, the wrinkles will just cover it anyways. Well, every time I see a video, they always hit with the heat gun and it wrinkles a lot and it looks dope. It's not doing that for me. I mean, it's definitely wrinkling up and I have to let it sit for probably a couple hours before it's actually full effect. But so far, this looks so much better than it did. And I was gonna go all hot boy and cut out the Honda, but honestly, that was just too much work. And with that knife and this tape, it wouldn't have worked anyways. But this probably isn't going to be the last color of paint I'm ever gonna do on it because I want to match the vibe of the Civic's interior as well, bring that into the engine bay. I have like a kind of a theme I want going with the black, purple, and gold. So we're gonna try to incorporate that more in the engine bay, but I couldn't find purple paint for the life of me. All I had was anodized, and I don't know how I feel about having like a mirror-like valve cover. So now we have the fun part of waiting like 3-4 hours before this thing's like dry to touch and we can actually like put it back on there and see what it looks like. But so far, I'm kind of excited because it looks so much cleaner already. The engine's already gonna start looking cleaner here. I already do have a new intake manifold and throttle body that we have. They came from an LS Integra, so to my understanding is this one's too high and will hit the hood of the car. I think I might have to change out the post mounts on this as well, but I'm not sure until I really throw it in because this is a USDM motor, but the post mounts look to be JDM, but I'm not sure because that doesn't make sense of why there would be JDM post mounts on a USDM motor. But boys, this valve cover is already looking good as it dries more and more. Oof. Cameras never do anything justice, but just having a flat like color on it looks so much better than all the patchiness. And also a new thing that I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers do now is painting the actual block itself. And if I had the space in a garage, that's something I would consider, but I don't understand that because you can't see most of it. And also this isn't like a show car, this is a 90s shit box, but at the same time, I guess you do want to make them clean, right? So it's now daytime again because they've got night because that's how life works. So time for the big reveal. I put it back on last night and it was still a little bit wet, so I hope I didn't really smudge it. But we're gonna take this off and see how she looks. She didn't quite do the wrinkle thing that I wanted. So obviously it still could be cleaned a little bit more, and I probably could like engine block paint it and make it actually look brand new, but that's too much effort for what I'm trying to even do with this car. But just painting the valve cover and taking some of that grease off made this engine look so much better than it did, and it really doesn't look that junky anymore. Now I still have to put the hardware back in, but boys, I am like very pleased of how this came out. I think this looks so good. Look at her back together, boys. She's so pretty. I'm probably gonna end up changing out these wires to something a little bit more flashy because hot boy points, but she looks so much better right now and I can't even get over it. She looks like half new. Now, if you guys made it this far in the video, I have a question. Should I paint my engine bay? Leave that response in the comments below, because right now it's, you know, the same color green as the car, except a little bit faded and not the prettiest, but the engine is also not the prettiest engine. Even after like my little cleaning on it, it still doesn't look amazing. So let me know what you guys think I should do, because I'm really on the fence about it, because I really don't want to put in the work to paint the engine bay, but at the same time, I probably should put in the work to paint the engine bay. But I want to see what you guys think about it. But I hope you guys are getting hype, because let's just say we have so many things on the way, and I've got a bunch of parts on my kitchen table right now. I'm just waiting on one more piece to finish the brakes. I'm waiting on one more piece, throw this in the car. Guys, we're getting there. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me just, you know, cleaning up the engine, making it look a little bit more pretty before we put it in the car. So you guys please do me a few things. Comment, like, subscribe. Keep doing all that fun stuff. Keep doing you. I'll catch you guys next time. Stay motivated. Peace out and peace.